Hi, and welcome back to Body by Wright and Getting Fit the Right Way in the Body by Wright backyard. Hey, it's just almost summer, and it is getting beautiful, and more beautiful by the day. And I'm Weldon Wright, and I am here to tell you that you can get fit the right way and you can have fun doing it. There's all kinds of great things that you can do to exercise. As I said last week, we have a lot of excuses for why we can't exercise. Everybody is busy today, very busy. Well, that's really a good excuse, if you will, but not good enough. There's always time for a little bit of exercise. So let's just take it, for instance, many of my clients who are business people travel on a very regular basis. So they're on the road, airplanes, driving, renting cars, all these various things, taking up a lot of time. But many hours from time to time are taken up in an airport, sitting, waiting on airplanes. Do you know that the airport is a great place to exercise? Not just to exercise, but to stretch. So we've talked about stretching before, but I want to kind of go a little bit more into it today, because today we're going to make it practical for, let's say, the airport. Now, you're on a trip and you're waiting for your flight. They tell you, well, it's going to be another 45 minutes. So you know that you can take a nice little stroll. Well, go for a nice brisk walk through the airport. Many of them are large enough, and some of them are very nice and pretty attractive places to take an exercising walk. But before you get back onto the airplane, you want to stretch a little bit, because you don't want to get all stove up from the exercise and then just go sit down. So stretching becomes very important. Just as simple, putting your heels together and pushing into the floor very gently and slowly after you've warmed up from a walk. Let your arms hang, let your head hang, and just relax the back. Stand up, stretch it back, and do it again. Another one of those things that really becomes a very tight spot as you sit in just the chairs waiting, or in the airplane itself, are the hamstrings and the glutes, calves. So find yourself a wall anywhere. They're everywhere, so use them. And put your toe up. Plant your heel as close to the wall as you can get it, and put a foot behind you. Then lean into the foot, pushing the back heel to the floor and pushing into the front toe, and just reach slightly down into it as far as you can stand it, and you'll feel that stretch deep into the calf, all the way up in behind the knee and into the glutes and the hamstrings. Great stretch to stretch out before you go sit on a long flight. Also, using the balancing act. Now, you may not want to stand out in the middle of an airport doing that, but at the same time, you can stretch these quads out, get them loose, get your hips loosened up. Just do a little bit of a swivel in your hips even. Just helps you to loosen up and feel better, get your blood flowing, so that when you are back on the airplane, in your car driving, making frequent stops to stretch, you can stay in shape and make yourself feel much better at the end of your trip, instead of getting out all stiff and stove up. It's doing it the right way. Listen, I'm so happy that you folks are continuing to not only read, but also click onto these videos. I hope last week my tip on how to click onto those live hyperlinks has helped you, and that it will make you see that it's just really pretty simple to jump onto all of these little sites off of those little hyperlinks. Let's get fit the right way. Talk with you next week. Have a good, fit day. Bye-bye.